Welcome to Module 3, which focuses on the technical implementation phase. In this module, we look at how sustainability goals and strategic planning translate into practical decisions during design, planning, construction, and verification. Module 3 includes 4 key stages of the implementation phase: design, detailed planning, construction, and verification. Together, these stages ensure that sustainability ambitions developed earlier in the project are carried through to the final building. In the NonHazCity3 project, solutions are grouped into strategic and practical approaches. Module 3 introduces the practical solutions, the tools and actions applied during day-to-day project execution. The figure illustrates how the strategic planning phase links to the technical implementation phase, and how each step fits into the overall construction process. Let's begin with the design phase, the first step in turning strategic decisions into a real building. The construction process consists of several stages. Although the stages appear sequential, they often overlap or require iteration, depending on project complexity and deadlines. Procurement plays a role throughout this entire process. Tendering may be organized separately for each phase, or combined, for example, a single tender covering both design and detailed planning. Clear goals, ambitions, and measurable targets must be established early to guide the work through all subsequent phases. In the design phase, the municipality defines the overall concept of the building. This includes decisions about form, materials, energy systems, and key sustainability features. The aim is to ensure that early choices align with local conditions, resource efficiency, and long-term performance. Market consultations help municipalities improve procurement outcomes. By engaging with experts, authorities, and potential service providers, municipalities can refine specifications, ensure requirements are realistic, and integrate innovative solutions. According to EU Directive 2014/24, consultations must uphold transparency and non-discrimination, ensuring no unfair advantage is given to any participant. Used directly, they lead to clearer procurement documents and better tailored market responses. Market consultations are an official part of the procurement process, usually launched through a prior information notice. They allow municipalities to understand current market capabilities, pricing structures, and technological possibilities. For service providers, consultations offer early insight into expected requirements and the opportunity to prepare competitive offers. For major architectural procurements that exceed EU thresholds, announcement through EU channels is mandatory. When a municipality seeks innovative solutions, it should broaden the pool of potential bidders by sharing information widely and openly. More communication channels mean more interest and more competitive proposals. It is essential that all potential service providers receive the same information, ensuring fairness and avoiding distortions of competition. Municipalities should also consider any country-specific requirements for consultations. A successful market consultation process involves 4 steps: research, to understand market conditions and define the consultation framework; preparation, including publishing requests for information and inviting participants; interviews and meetings, gathering comparable input and exploring innovative solutions; using the results, documenting discussions, and incorporating insights into the procurement documents. The procurement of a building design is often carried out in 2 stages. The first stage is pre-qualification, selecting architectural or design firms based on their experience and competencies. In the second stage, shortlisted firms submit design proposals based on the technical specification. If the municipality lacks sufficient clarity about the project, alternative procedures such as negotiation, competitive dialogue, or a design contest may be used. Pre-qualification relies on clear, verifiable criteria. Applicants may be evaluated on the use of low-impact materials, references to environmental product declarations, experience with LCA or LCC, and the ability to address indoor environmental quality in their designs. Verification typically includes references from the past 5 years, supported by CVs of designers or architects. The technical specification often follows three sustainability pillars: tox-free, use of eco-certified materials, low VOC products, reduced need for biocides, and options for building-level eco-certification. Circular, use of recyclable and reusable materials, easy-to-repair components, and building elements designed for disassembly and minimal waste. Climate neutral, efficient building geometry, maximize daylight and natural ventilation, locally sourced materials, low embodied energy solutions, airtight envelopes, renewable energy integration, and sustainable mobility support, such as bike and EV parking. A strong example comes from Tallinn, where a new kindergarten was designed with climate-friendly, toxic-free, and circular solutions. The project features timber structures, passive cooling, modular components for reuse, child-safe materials, improved indoor air quality, and natural landscaping. This approach demonstrates how sustainability criteria can be embedded from conceptual design through to preliminary planning. If you'd like to explore these topics in more depth, there are two key resources available. The first is the step-by-step guide for process management, which supports municipalities in planning and managing tox-free, circular, and climate-neutral construction projects. The second is the NonHazCity Guide for the design and construction of tox-free, circular, and climate-friendly municipal buildings. Thank you for exploring Module 3.1 of the Technical Implementation Phase. To learn more about the NonHazCity3 project and practical solutions for healthier, more sustainable construction, visit the project page at interregbaltic.eu.